So hi, hello, long time no see. I haven't posted a video since the beginning of this year. Life has changed. I have moved. I'm sitting on my bed because I haven't quite figured out where to film in here and I haven't fully set up my library room yet. So we're filming right here right now because I think the lighting in this room is okay. Fingers crossed. I have no lamps and this place has no overhead lighting and I have to buy lamps. But yes, moving was fun and I got a new job and then I quit that job and I got another job that starts next week. So it's been fun. I decided to do a vlog because what is the laziest video that I could possibly do? And I was like, that's gonna be a reading vlog. So I am going to read Mickey 7 by, who's it by? Jesus, I have no idea. Edward Ashton. I'm going to be reading this because it was very popular and this was gifted to me, I think for my birthday last year, maybe. And there's also a movie that is on a streaming platform that I have so I can watch the movie, which means I can read this book and I can watch the movie and then I can comment on both through the vlog. So that is my plan. There will be spoilers in this video because I will be just reacting as I read through, as you know you do in a reading vlog. And yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I picked this because as I was setting up my shelf, I have a shelf of books I've been gifted and haven't read yet, and this one didn't fit on the shelf, so I have to read it or find room for it. And reading it seemed like less effort, so I will read this, and then I will be back with my thoughts whenever I start having them. I offered literally zero description of this book. This is sci-fi set in space where essentially the main character is Mickey 7. So he is the 7th Mickey to exist. Mickey is cloned every time he dies. I don't know exactly why. I think it's some like military-esque thing or exploratory, whatever. If he dies, they're gonna like regenerate another clone of him. So he's on the 7th iteration of this process, and then his character is thought to have died. So they create a Mickey 8, but 7 is still alive. And then that creates a whole drama of like, well, 2 can't be alive at once. This is bad. And it goes from there. I am, what, 8 pages in? Yeah. And I hate to just be a whiny bitch, but like, I can't stand the writing style, and I've complained about this so many times on this channel, but I don't like that first person present tense, very like chatty, stream of conscience, whatever. Like, it's not my thing. It just annoys me so much when I read it, and like I was reading this and just like immediately annoyed, and it's not fair because like there's nothing objectively wrong with it. I just really don't like it most of the time. There's some like first person present tense I can get into because Courtney Summers writes that generally and I love her. Like, there are exceptions. It's just in general it's much harder for me, and I just wind up annoyed by this thing that is like objectively fine, and then I'm annoyed with myself for being so petty about it. So we're 8 pages in and I'm already like, this isn't gonna be a favorite. It's not, but hopefully it's gonna be interesting. Like, if the story is interesting enough, it'll be fine. So I'm trying to have like a low screen time day because I've just been like super high. I mean, I say that as I'm like staring at my phone to film this, but I've just been having like a lot of screen time, like nonstop when I'm awake lately. I mean, not lately, like the last week. And I kind of have a headache, and I'm 95% sure that's why. So I'm trying to do not very much screen time, so I'm gonna focus on reading this and like chilling, and I will check back in later when I have actual thoughts that aren't just me being annoyed. I have a spleen with me. She's decided to be super cuddly. She loves that I'm home all day. She's like, I don't know why this is happening, but I like it. And then Tora's off sleeping in the other room because he has no real desire to be around me for the entire day. I am like 123 pages into this book. It's okay. Like, apart from, that's how far I am. Apart from being mildly annoyed about the narrative style, the first person present tense, it's okay. Like, it's interesting enough and it's well written enough, and I'm like drawn along by the mystery of it, and like things are happening and there's now 2 of him, but at the same time it feels a little bit like surface level, kind of. Like, not, I don't know how to describe this in a way that's like conveys my critical thoughts but also isn't overly negative, because I don't feel overly negatively towards this book. It's like fine, it's very like 3-star kind of middle of the road. It's entertaining, it's kind of fun, I can see why people like it, but I will probably finish this and then never think about it again after the movie, unless the movie's really good. Hello, sir. They're both bed cats. But I don't know, it just feels like everything that's happening is a little bit too easy. And it's one of those books where as I'm reading it, I'm like, why is this happening? And then it's like, oh, this is happening to further the plot. It doesn't necessarily feel organic to the story. It's like, well, this has to happen for the plot to continue. Like when 7 and 8 are discussing who lives and dies and 7 loses the rock, paper, scissors, it like, hello, sir. There's no like good reason for 7 to continue living. And I mean, I get that it just comes down to like his characterization, but I just don't feel that it was super delved into. It was kind of just an easy solution to prolong the plot. Like 7 and 8 both have to live. Like, they can't die, so they don't, because otherwise there wouldn't be a book. And it just doesn't feel like the reasoning has enough depth, if that makes sense. But like, again, that's fine. Like, I'm not mad at this book. It's fun. I'm gonna continue on, obviously. But it's just, I feel underwhelmed, I think would be a good word. It's not bad, but it could be better, and I can see where it could be better. So I'm a little bit underwhelmed, but it's okay. So I'm gonna continue reading, and then I'll be back whenever I have something new to say. I am like 218 pages in, getting close to the end, but oh my god, he just had a threesome with his girlfriend and his clone, and I'm sitting here like, what, like, that's it gave me the biggest ick. Like, I mean, not that it's included, weird choice, but sure, but it's just like, ew. That's your clone. Like, does that not feel incestuous? Ew. So yeah, that just happened. I finished. It's after midnight. I wasn't planning to read this all in one day, but I did, which felt nice. I haven't been reading the last 6 months because work was just so stressful. And like, the only things I've been reading have been my books for my nonfiction book club, and even those have been like a struggle to get through, and I skipped like 2. But yeah, I finished this. It's 3 stars. It was solid. It was okay. It was like enjoyable and interesting enough, but not like, in my opinion, particularly well done. It seemed a little bit too light, kind of. And like the storytelling was not that great. Like they kept having these flashbacks to like go through like Mickey's whole story. Like, because you start at the beginning of like Mickey 7's, when he was supposed to have died, and then Mickey 8's regeneration. But then you get flashbacks to like when he volunteered to go on the ship, and like when he died the first time, and like kind of his whole backstory. And you also get these kind of like historical inserts of like things that have happened in this world, and it's like all of that information was really interesting, but it just seemed like it wasn't woven in smoothly. Like it just didn't flow very well. So I don't know. It just seemed a little bit amateurish, kind of. Like not bad, just like, I don't know, not my favorite, but interesting. So yeah, it's a 3 star. It was worth the read, but like I said earlier, it's not gonna be one that I think about again, you know? Like it was fun, it was entertaining, it was like super quick to get through, like a really easy read, but not amazing. It is late. It's almost 1 a.m., which like I'm not going to bed yet because I've been unemployed for like a week and my sleep schedule is already destroyed. I have a week left before I go back to work. So I have time to fix it. I'm not going to bed right now, but I don't think I'm up for like paying attention to a movie. So I will be watching Mickey 17, which is what I think the movie is called, which is weird, but to be honest, I think narrative wise, Mickey 17 would make way more sense than Mickey 7 to like the story they're trying to tell. I think Mickey 17 just works better, I feel. So I'm interested to see how some of these things are done in the movie and how it compares. But I will update tomorrow, either during the movie or like after I finish watching it, depending on how I feel. Apologies for the lighting, but I am watching the movie in my living room where I don't have lights and it's nighttime. So this is about what we've got. And to be honest, we're lucky I found this little tiny desk lamp that I'm using. I usually just use my kitchen light, but because it's behind me, it'd just be very shadowy. I've started Mickey 17. I am, how far into it? 7 minutes. I didn't know that this was a Bong Joon-ho movie, and I don't really like him. I know that he's very popular. I know that he won the Oscar for Parasite. Like, probably well deserved. I think his movies are interesting and he makes good choices, but they're just not to my taste. I just don't really like them. So that's unfortunate. And also, whatever accent that Robert Pattinson is doing in this movie, he's playing Mickey. It's very annoying. Like, it's so annoying to watch. I don't know why he's doing that accent. I have 2 hours left of him doing that weird little voice that he's doing. I've seen him act in other things. His voice doesn't usually bother me. Like, whether he's doing British or American accents, like, usually I'm very okay with it. It's just for whatever reason. The voice he's doing in this movie is different, and I hate it. It's like nails on a chalkboard to me. So I'm 7 minutes in. I have 2 hours left. I will check back in later, but I'm concerned. I'm gonna be honest, it's actually the next day. I didn't update again last night. Um, I got halfway through the movie and then I realized I would have much more fun just turning on some background noise and playing solitaire and going to bed early. So that's what I did. The movie gave me a larger respect for the book. I think the book handled things better. The movie is definitely a Bong Joon-ho movie. Like, if you like him and you really like his style, I think you'll like the movie, because I could just tell, like, the way things were shot, like the humor of it, it's not to my taste. And I really didn't like the politics of it. The book is political too, because it talks about like ethics and religion and like everything as it pertains to like colonialism and the regeneration and cloning and whatever. So like the politics was there. It's just in the book they're sort of woven into the story, and to be honest, probably could have been a little bit of a stronger theme, but you know, it was fine. It was just kind of woven in and kind of subtle. The movie was really like, I'm just gonna hit you over the head with Mark Ruffalo doing this Trump impression for an hour and a half. And it's like, I just found that not enjoyable to watch. Like, I don't know. The older I get, the more I don't like political satire a lot. I don't know. It's just like not my thing. I would rather either read something that's like serious and nonfiction about politics, or read something that's like literary fiction and like serious and critical about politics. But like, I just find it so exhausting and negative that watching a movie that like satirizes Trump does not entertain me. I find it so exhausting and tedious and just thoroughly unenjoyable. So yeah, I don't know. It wasn't my thing. And then it made some changes that I didn't like. It added this weird like drug subplot that was not at all in the book. And then it changed his best friend's character, which to me changed a lot of the plot, because his best friend had like his best friend was kind of important to like the whole story. Like his best friend was kind of a big deal, because he kind of like was the catalyst for a lot of things that happened, even if he wasn't like directly influencing. So changing his character and his story really had a huge effect on the book. I don't know, watching the movie makes me think about the book a little better. I'm like, I think that book was pretty good actually, because I really didn't like the movie. It's just unfortunate. It's decently reviewed, but I don't know. Bit of an unfortunate end to the video. Like, I could have finished the movie. It wasn't like it was unwatchable or anything, but it just wasn't my thing, and like I wasn't gonna force myself through it just so I could have things to talk about for this video. Like, it's not worth it for me or the 12 people that are gonna watch this. The movie was fine if it's your kind of thing. It just wasn't mine. I also do now feel that the book was better, you know, in hindsight. Like, maybe I was a little bit overly critical of it, you know? Thinking about it, it was pretty good. So I will leave you there. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know down below if you read Mickey 7 or watched the movie and what you thought of it if you did, and I will see y'all again soon.